Welcome to YMCA 360. I'm Efren, your swim instructor for today, and this is our preschool Learn to Swim series, where we teach you how to teach your child how to swim. Join us now for episode 5, where we talk about the front float. Let's dive in. Welcome to the pool. I'm here with Cassidy. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
So, what's the first thing that we do before we get inside the pool?
Okay. Can I please get in the pool?
Yes, you can. Here, come sit down with your legs on the side. 1, 2, 3, jump. Good job. All right, let's put our hands up here. And put our arms up. Arms up. Great job. Yeah, so remember to always start your lessons with asking permission and definitely teaching your child without a personal flotation device. This is great so they can understand how their body interacts with the water without that flotation. In our previous episodes, we went over submersion, blowing bubbles, and floating on our back. And today we're gonna be floating on our front. So we're just gonna do some quick warm-up by blowing bubbles and going underwater and floating on our back a little bit, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Can we start with 5 seconds of bubbles?
Yeah.
And can we put our heads underwater? Whoa, that was really good. All right, can we do some floating on our back now?
Yeah.
All right. Now remember, when we float on our back, you put your child's head on your shoulder, back, look up, and the belly goes up in the air, okay? Let's float on our back and count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't hear you counting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. That was some great back floating. All right. Our benchmark today is the front float. We want Cassidy to float on her front for 5 to 10 seconds independently. Are you ready to float on your front? Okay, first I'm gonna show you what it looks like, okay? So here, you sit up here, okay? And watch me. So I'm gonna spread my body out like a starfish, and I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna be blowing my bubbles and floating, okay? So I'm gonna float like a starfish. So you count to 5 for me, okay? And once you get to 5, I'm gonna stop. Ready? Let's count. Go. Was that 5? Okay, did you see how I floated? Just like this, like a starfish? Okay, are you ready to try that too now? Okay. Yeah, you can get in. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let's do your starfish. 1, 2, 3. But you gotta put your eyes in the water too. You can close your eyes though, okay? Okay, ready? Good job. So Cassidy did a great job of being flat, and you look like a starfish? Yeah.
And I look like a puddle.
You look like a puddle too. And keeping her hands, yeah.
I look like a puddle piece.
Oh, a pedal piece?
Oh, a puzzle piece.
A puzzle piece. You did look like a puzzle piece. So she did a great job of keeping her arms and her legs out. You can tell that she was a little bit nervous, letting go of me, and that's okay. So let's try it with you only holding on to one of my arms, okay? So starfish, blowing bubbles, and you just hold on to this arm right here, okay? And this arm just stays out by itself. Ready? Go. Very, very good. So that's a great example of progression, just making sure to take things slow with them, even if they don't fully know the skill yet. Just making sure that they always are exhaling and they're keeping their body out nice and flat. You ready to try one more time? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna hold both of your arms, okay? And feet back like a starfish. 1, 2, 3. That's okay, I got you. Yeah, my arms are gonna be right underneath your arms, okay? Let's try again. Come up to take a breath. 1, 2, 3, big breath. Great job. All right, let's grab one of this. Come over here. Your hand positioning should be underneath their armpits or holding onto their elbows and eventually their hands, and then moving to that single arm, and then eventually with no arms. You did a good job. High five? Yeah.
I need a little harder.
Oh, a little harder high five? Ah! You ready to play a game?
But what's the tippy toes one?
A tippy toes game? Well, we're gonna do a different game first. We're gonna do red light, green light, purple light. Do you know what green light is?
Right.
So green light is big kicks. Okay, so we gotta hold on to the thing. Let's say green light, big kicks. Kick, 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 kick. And red light is stop. And green light, big kick. Kick, 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 kick. And red light, stop. You know what purple light is?
Yeah.
Underwater dance party. Whoa, those are good dance moves. And green light, big kicks. Kick, 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 kick. Red light, stop. Purple light, underwater dance party. Good dance moves. So that red light, green light, purple light, underwater dance party is great just to get your child comfortable under the water and making sure that they're under the water. She did it by herself that time going under, which was great. And that's great to kind of help assist with front float. Good job. You want a big high five again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard.
Okay. Oh, that was a good high five. So some common challenges when doing front float is if your child doesn't want to let go underwater, and this is okay. Cassidy didn't want to let go underwater. Just move down to doing one arm at a time and then eventually move down to doing no arms. Another thing is breath holding. You want to make sure that every time your child goes underwater that they don't hold their breath and they're exhaling. Can you show us some bubbles again, Cassidy? Good bubbles. One more high five. That wasn't big enough. Yeah, that was a good high five. Thanks for joining us for our Learn to Swim series where we learn all about front float today. Yeah? We know that you and your child are gonna have a great time. Did you know that drowning can happen in as little as 20 seconds? It's quick and it's quiet. So make sure that you're always supervising your children inside the water. And make sure to join us for our next episode where we're gonna be going over back glide. You ready to learn that? Yeah? Well, that's why we're gonna teach you, huh? Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, y'all are still here? Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.
By using this content, you represent that you understand that this is not an official swim lesson and children must have a guardian present while in the water. You understand that it is your responsibility to judge your physical and mental capabilities for such activities. It is your responsibility to ensure that by participating in this video from the YMCA, you will not exceed your limits while performing such activity, and you will select the appropriate level of classes for your child's skills and abilities, as well as for any mental or physical conditions and or limitations you have. You expressly waive and release any claim that you may have at any time for injury of any kind arising out of your participation in a YMCA program or use of a YMCA facility against the YMCA or any person or entity involved with the YMCA, including without limitation its directors, principals, instructors, independent contractors, employees, agents, contractors, affiliates, and representatives.